we're trying to provide clean planting material to a number of farmers. By the time we're finished distributing, we have impacted over 200 farmers and distributed something like 5,000 seedlings at the end of our timeline for our projects that we're working on. Today we're here out in Nuts River, St. Thomas, setting up an on-farm nursery right behind me. And really and truly, over the years, we have seen a need to expand the coconut industry. There are many reasons for doing so. One, we pride ourselves in coconut. Coconut is a big part of our diet and the things that we love. We have gizzada, we have coconut in rice and peas, we have jelly, we have water. And there are a lot of different things that have been affecting the coconut industry over the years. Different mites, different insect pests, and of course the big bad yellow lethal yellowing. So that's the number one killer. One of the things we're really trying to do is work with farmers in coconut rich communities, farmers that pride themselves in coconut and everything coconut, to really not just show them and explain to them how integrated pest management can help their farming techniques and help increase yield, but also to ensure that they understand the fundamentals of a coconut tree and the do's and don'ts. Because you see a lot of farmers in communities, they know, but sometimes what they're doing is causing more harm because they know it back to front. So we're really just trying to educate them, because education really is power, and by doing that we're really going to secure a successful industry in the future. So this project works with more than one entity. It's Hardy, it's the Coconut Industry Board, it's ITC, and of course our beautiful neighbors that are hardworking, always out in the field helping us. Rather, we could never do it without them. The core objectives that we're here to accomplish today, of course, is clean planting material and ensuring that farmers understand how they can set up their own nursery to ensure one, cleaning planting material. And why we have to stress that is because a lot of farmers think that they can just go anywhere, pick up seed nuts from anywhere, but quality assurance and ensuring that that is the specific variety and that variety will actually bring forth yield is really important. So we source all our seed nuts from the Coconut Industry Board, and the variety that we're really working on is the Maypan variety, and we ensure that they're all that variety. We set up these on-farm nurseries, on average 300 seed nuts on each nursery, and of course we give it about 4 to 6 months before we distribute back this planting material to the same farmers. We have a lead farmer that coordinates with each group, and each group on average have about 24 farmers that we work with. So we're trying to provide clean planting material to a number of farmers. By the time we're finished distributing, we have impacted over 200 farmers and distributed something like 5,000 seedlings at the end of our timeline for our projects that we're working on. Something that we really want to start encouraging farmers to buy into is the value-added products of coconut. You hear me talking about that gizzada, you hear me talking about that coconut oil. So we want them to start thinking, what else can I do with coconut? We have Mr. Black who does coconut fiber, coconut coir, and all these different things can be implemented back into planting, back into mulching and so forth. So we do discard a lot of the coconut after we eat the jelly or after we make the oil, and now we're really trying to see how much of that byproduct can be added back into our market to give the coconut farmers even more value for their money. And that's really something that we're really proud of and able to do. And of course you would have benefited from witnessing Mr. Donovan Price from first hand coming to the farmers and giving them some information on soil sampling and soil testing, because lots of our farmers just don't understand the fundamentals of fertilizing and fertigation, should I say, and soil nutrient management. So that is also something that we're trying to allow farmers to see firsthand how it can benefit them by giving them the first few, should I say, gifts of that benefit, and hoping that they themselves will start applying these principles to increase their yield and of course to expand and ensure that we have a coconut industry that can stand the test of time.
Hardy is doing a great job in imparting information and training, and it is a it is a good program. It's a good program.
What about the aspect of the training where she was talking about soil testing? They didn't know much about that before?
I know about soil, as I say, I've
Yes.
been in it. But the question I pose is that if I have my own compost, if they would test it, and the answer was no. They are not able to do that.
Not at the
Not
moment.
yet.
Not at the moment. Now, the core product, the core thing about the soil testing is to promote a chemical form of fertilization, right? Now, it's a business. So the end result is that they are selling a product. Yes, there's nothing wrong with that. But when it comes to like organic stuff, that's where the challenge is.
Yeah, when I reach lesser yet.
Yeah, with the organic fertilization, if you don't have your own fertilizer, like compost and mulching and that's what we use. So that is the drawback with it. They are selling a product really. So when they test the soil and they find out what, they formulate something to sell you.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, but if you can make compost your own stuff and know what other input to put in it, because for instance, you can get all of the stuff that they're putting naturally, like from the river, that wash on the side. You get bone meal that you put in the compost heap. You have the cuttings from the farm. You have even the waste fruits and whatever, and you find you get a good result, and you have a better crop, a better tasting fruit, a better shelf life, and all that. Cod is more different in that what it imparts to you, it's a win-win for the farmers, in my opinion. Yeah, because you get the seedlings, you get the technical know-how. Yeah. So it's for you to know whether you're going organic or you're going regular farming.